This is New York City, Manhattan, and its subway system. As some of you already know, this is the biggest city in the United States of America and the richest city in the world. The most expensive one. However, things don't work the way we want to here. Sometimes it's even hard to get into this subway. The cards don't work. But as soon as you solve this problem, you may face more. The subway inside doesn't look pretty. Moreover, it can be dangerous. No renovations, no fresh paint even. A lot of crime going on inside. Most of these old cameras don't even work. And you can't even ask for help. But that's definitely what you want to do here, because when you see all these decorations, you feel like you are in thriller. Look, this is crazy, and a lot of people are shocked when they get here. This is financial center of New York City, downtown of Manhattan, Chambers Street. Yeah, this is one of the first subway stations. However, it is still in working condition, and this is in the best part of the city. A lot of tourists come in. They don't have a car. If they come from overseas. And that's what they enjoy in New York City. And this is Moscow, Russia. The country under sanctions. The country is in war. It has modern trains in its subway system with seats that have USB if you want to charge your phone when you are on a train. The subway system itself is very old too, and you can see the time when the next train is coming. Usually it's every 1 or 2 minutes at night. It's one of the fastest subway systems in the world. But look how clean it is and how beautiful. It's really taken care of. Even though the country is poorer than the United States of America, and the country is in the most difficult positions nowadays. In its subway system, you feel like you're in a museum. This station was built in 1954. So more than 70 years passed, and its beauty is amazing. Of course, It depends on people who use it and of the government that takes control of it. This subway system does not operate at night. That's why there are no homeless sleeping here, because at night it's closed. However, I know Moscow pretty well, and in compare with New York, it doesn't have many homeless people. I would say it's hard to find anyone. So the situation is much better in general. And this is historical station in the center of Moscow. Its name is Kievske, and it was built with dedication to friendship of Russia and Ukraine. This is New York City streets. One of the most popular neighborhoods, Soho, where people are dying on the streets and no one cares about it. Yeah, this is Lower Manhattan. And if you've never been to New York City, you've heard of Soho. People are happy here, right? You can see this guy is very happy because in New York City you can do any kind of drugs, even on the streets, even in front of police. Nowadays everything is decriminalized, and some are completely legalized. A lot of people are by themselves. No one can take them to the hospital or any treatment is offered. You can just hang out on the streets and use drugs more and more. So you generate more revenue to the city this way, right? A lot of people are in a very bad position here. The situation is shocking. Like this guy at 9 a.m. in the morning is vomiting on the street when other people are going to their workplaces. And this one is just hanging out, and there are a lot of people like that here in this neighborhood, Lower East Side, near Soho. There is a big park. People live here. There are some small businesses like grocery stores. This is supposed to be the place where people walk their dogs or their children. This is a pretty big city park. However, nowadays it's occupied with drug addicts mostly. I've been here a couple of times. I've seen a lot of drug deals. They are not even hiding much. Of course, when people use a lot of drugs for years and they are only in this business, they simply become homeless too. And a lot of people, they stay in this particular park 24/7 basically. They eat, sleep, and of course they leave trash here. Where else? The situation with garbage has been always a problem for New York City, but it's getting more and more serious because nowadays it's more people on the streets than it used to be. All these neighborhoods are like neighborhoods for families, you know, like neighborhoods for whatever, maybe students, but mostly houses and small stores or restaurants. So this is not business area. This is for people. And of course it's very expensive. It's the most expensive city to live in. And right here in Soho, it is one of the most expensive neighborhoods in New York City, Manhattan. And this is Moscow again. This is the center of Moscow too. In Russia, people don't have downtown or uptown. It's like everywhere else in Europe. There is the center of the city and everything around it. So this is not the Red Square. This is near railway station. Regular railway station where people from all Russian cities get to when they come to Moscow. With their suitcases, they can sit down and relax, wait, or use free public Wi-Fi. All new benches, and the atmosphere is not dangerous, it is safe. I would say the word safety isn't that popular here as it is in the United States. In the United States, you always wish someone to be safe, get home safe. You try to find safe neighborhood to live in. In Russia, people don't use this word much. To be honest, it's not that critical. It's just comfortable and convenient place to be, and it's just safe itself, and no one pays attention to this safety anymore. For years, of course, it's been a little bit different. Even like 10 years ago, there was a just big parking lot, and now it's public space with a shopping mall. A shopping mall is right here, is the entrance. It's underneath this plaza. So this is a very nice place to hang out or shop right when you get to the city from other Russian cities. And a lot of Russians like to come to Moscow because it's very modern and clean and nice, welcoming, friendly. Of course, it is the capital of the country, and that's how the capital should look like. It should be representative, not only for Russians, for foreigners too. So, even though the country is in war, and most of the people don't get big salaries. They get some money that is enough for them to live, because in America some people get more money. However, they spend it all. So this is just to make revenue for the country. As many dollars as they get, they can equivalently spend a lot. So the revenue is pretty big in the country, because a lot of people spend bigger amounts. So the same things here in Russia cost less for people. So equivalently, even though they make less money, they spend less for all necessities. In general, I would say it's pretty convenient and comfortable to live in Russia nowadays. I've moved here from the United States. Russia is my native country. However, I used to live in New York for 10 years total. And after New York, you just feel calm here, relaxed, and like you are taken care of. Like very supportive atmosphere. Very nice. I'm not asking anyone to move here because for some people it may be really difficult if you are not a native person here. However, I like it because even in general to visit, it's more worth it. For me, it's more worth it to visit Moscow than New York City, because I feel very nice here. So thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and like this video. And if you want to support me more, please click the link in the description to do that. Thank you very much and enjoy the rest of your day.